Welcome back to the Elite Series final of Street Fighter. Don't forget, we're looking for your MVP of the series, so check out our Twitter at Gfinity and make sure you vote. That's a please I've put there. It's game time, and here to take us through every moment are Jammers and Shoya Sengan over there, giving you your full title. What did you think of the F-Word and Logan match?
Have you seen Logan play Street Fighter before?
Oh!
He has the spirit.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. Oh, wow.
That's it. I can't say anything else. What? You want me to say he's good? All right. Logan's good.
I'm glad I'm paid to be here.
Good. That's good. But look, one day he'll have his breakout moment, and he'll probably win a tournament, and he'll slap all of us in the face with his money.
No, but listen, Jammers, Sengan, I'm looking forward to this final. I'm going to leave it in your capable hands. Gentlemen, it's an absolute pleasure. This should be a tasty match.
Thank you very much, Tom. Well, we finally made it after weeks and weeks and weeks. The grand final, Excel versus Envyus. Let's hear some noise, people. Thank you, thank you.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. I did not expect Envyus to come this far.
Well,
we said it before. The guys were at the bottom. They started from the bottom, literally, and they find themselves in grand finals.
Well, here we go. We've got the first match going underway. We've got Brian. Oh my days, who's picked Colin?
Nah, he was practicing this character earlier in the player room, and he said, look, if it's the matchup I don't think that I want my Rashid to play, I'm going to pick Colin. He's got some mean stuff, and he knows the knowledge behind the character.
You can see Envyus is completely thrown off by this already.
I love it. You can tell by their faces,
You're expecting Rashid, and all of a sudden you've got Colin, the Season 2 character, to face TKR. Let's see what happens. Try to put a fireball on screen. Got checked immediately.
All right, missing the punish on the V-skill. That is very punishable there, but TKR, TKR, at that distance, TKR.
Tricky.
It was mispunish there. So, try to go.
Anti-air, empty jumps, got counter hit for his troubles. TKR, good start here for Team Envyus. Open him up again.
He got the charge time for that as well. The spinning bird kick.
Real. Yeah, it was real, boy.
All right, good back step with the Vanny step. Chun-Li can punish that with EX legs, but you have to be ready.
Oh, the EX legs, there you go, just like you were saying. TKR.
There is the punish there from TKR, getting ready, making sure Brian cannot throw out those V-skills arbitrarily. All right, good reversal as well.
Very good there. Bit more fireballs. TKR's just rushing him down. He's not trying to take the slow approach. Oh, he wants him dead. Another fireball. And they get the first round. The Envyus, the crowd pop off.
See, this is the thing that Brian needs to stop doing, is throwing out that V-skill haphazardly, because it's not doing him any favors.
It's very minus, right?
And that's exactly what's going to happen. TKR's just going to wait for him to throw it out.
He's got open up, Jammers. Get pushed to the corner straight away.
All right, try to go for counter there, but I don't know why.
I think he might have missed up his inputs going over him there. Thought he'd be in front, but here we go.
Pressure's on, but it's safe as well. And this is why Brian's throwing out the V-skill. He doesn't want TKR to throw out that stand hard punch. He wants to catch it off guard and get that knockdown. Good anti-air with the back hard kick.
Crosses up.
And again, he's throwing out again. Needs to be careful.
Trying to tag a button here. Obviously, Chun-Li has very, very good neutral, and I would imagine she would win the neutral in this matchup. But TKR is just being brilliant here with the normals.
Pressing on, counter hit, gets an execution blunder there, TKR.
Doesn't manage to capitalize, but he's got a very good life lead here.
Again.
Brian hasn't activated V-Trigger once. Fight back. Here we go. Is he going to use V-Trigger?
Might do it, yes.
Gets the knockdown.
Gonna freeze that
stuff racking up.
He's going to set up, he tried to bait the spinning bird kick, didn't come out, no dice.
Oh. Manages to fight out.
All right, anti-air with the stand light kick. Okay, makes it safe.
And of course he was plus there. Envyus take first blood here. 1-0 up against Team Excel. The favorite here, Jammers. And wow, oh wow, oh wow. That pick from Brian didn't seem to work out. I mean, they were flustered at the beginning. You could see their faces were a bit worried, but TKR pulled through. Let's have a little look at this. This
is what I like. They look like defeaters at the start, but then TKR's like, look, I have a universal game plan anyway, so even though I might not be familiar with the matchup, I'm going to run it anyway. And that's exactly what happened.
Here's the replay. Let's have a look at this, Jammers.
It's a case here. Applying that pressure, getting that space, and that trade, very fortunate for TKR, although he had a substantial life. He was very fortunate anyway.
Again, the exact same situation, plus there on activation of V-Trigger. Caught Brian trying to press a button. When you have no health, though,
what do you have to lose?
Fight.
You've got to come back. But
put it all in the line.
I'm going to say probably the biggest problem Brian had in that match is just throwing out those V-skills. It does work once or twice, but then your opponent will just adjust. It's like, right, I'm not going to press anything. I'll just wait for you to do it.
I mean, you could see a definite game plan there, and I don't fault him for trying that at the beginning because Chun-Li's love to throw out the medium punches, the heavy punches, but I mean, you could see 30 seconds in and TKR was just not throwing anything.
Just stop doing it.
He was not playing. He was playing reactively or jumping or dashing in his face. So.
And I love the fact that he done an empty jump low against Colleen, because obviously all Colleens like to do the counter first.
Right?
They don't do crouch fierce, or they don't do crouch fierce first. They do the counter because like I want the damage, I want the setup. So when he saw that, he had no time to adjust every time TKR went for the jump, or he done the V skill version to make it hard.
Didn't do the crush counter punish, so I won't give him too much, but I do respect it. The empty jump was real.
I do like the impromptu on TKR's end, because we could see on the look of his face, and we saw Leo. I think Leo done the 360 on the chair. It's like, I don't know this match. I can't help you. You're on your own.
Well, we've got the second match coming up.
Yeah,
okay. Versus, I believe, Hurricane. Now, Hurricane had said to Tom that, you know, he's not comfortable with Vega per se, but he's comfortable going up against Naseem. How do you see this playing out, Jammers?
The character Vega is very annoying. And a lot of people don't see that because of the high damage output of other characters and the mobility. But it's like Vega can actually do a lot of things in this game, or avoid a lot of things, but just by walking. Just by walking, because I believe he has the best forward and backwards walk speed in the game. Now, Hurricane made a very good point as to saying, I'm not comfortable with the character like you said, but he's going to go up against Naseem, and he's probably that confident that I can beat the player, not so much the character. And that happens in Street Fighter a lot. It's like, I may not be comfortable with this matchup, but I definitely know I'm better than you as a player.
I think for Envyus, this is probably the best Vega that you'd want to go up against Hurricane. Hurricane obviously is just going to rush him down. He doesn't want to play the slow-paced game.
Nah.
And Naseem has a very unorthodox claw. He doesn't play, you know, he's got that lame style, which, yes, he can play, but he does play very aggressive.
This guy can turn up the tempo whenever he wants.
And he's got very good blocks. So this is what he doesn't really get shimmied a lot. So it'll be interesting to see how Hurricane does in opening up Naseem claw. But here we go, game 2.
All right, starting out there, but throwing out those medium punches, great buttons. Remember, when Vega has his claw on, that's when you'll see all the pokes. When it's off, that's when you'll see all the damage.
Gets the throw straight away, does Hurricane, and he has been adopting to do that lately in tournaments. Just throw more instead of doing frame traps. Opens him up. To the corner we go. Here's XL now.
Naseem Claw needs to respect it.
Out with a sweep.
Arbitrary sweep at that, but it works. Goes for the busted claw, but no punishment.
Oh, punish the sweep again there from Hurricane. Gets him back into the corner. It's looking bleak, Jammers.
I'm loving this rush down here from Hurricane, and I like the fact that he slowed down as well. Good back throw from this scene. We can get something started here. Try to catch him pressing the button. Didn't work.
He still has V-Trigger, and there we go. Hurricane activates. V-Trigger back.
That's Mao. Yeah,
oh, he's in front.
Oh, what? Okay. All right, I'll give Hurricane that because Naseem should not be pressing buttons in that situation. Yeah. So I don't know what Hurricane pressed.
I've never seen him stay in front, though. He normally goes behind, right? In the corner, he will stay in front.
I guess it depends on the character. I haven't actually seen it myself. So
throw again there from Hurricane.
First blood.
Start again. Straight to the corner is Naseem. He's got a lot of work to do here.
But it's the thing, Naseem can just annoy Hurricane with the moves, the pokes, the Aurora edges.
Listen, that doesn't matter if you keep on getting jumped on. Naseem has not anti-aired once.
All right, goes.
Oh, gets the grab for the DP.
Okay, good backdash there from Hurricane to make himself airborne. Take that pressure.
There's that good blocking that we've seen. Contests and fights back. Beat them in the corner with a crush counter.
But he had no meter, so he couldn't get a follow-up.
Oh, again, counter hitting everything. It's going all well for Naseem Claw here.
Through the loops.
What beautiful play to maintain the corner here from Naseem. Gets thrown. No back throw, though, from Hurricane. Opens him up. No super. No super, very much so. He doesn't have V-Trigger anymore, so he doesn't need to worry. Oh, uses the meter to just get in.
Good tech there from Naseem. Next hit.
Oh, he gets stuck in. And the overhead.
I love it. Because he didn't have the claw on, he wasn't going to get that confirmed. So that was a very audacious overhead attempt.
Very smart there from Naseem. I like it. I respect it. We're going down to the final round. Another jump in from Hurricane.
He's got first blood all 3 rounds.
Yeah.
This is crazy. All right, gets the flying Barcelona into the Azuna drop.
Hold on to your horses, people. Oh, gets the shimmy but couldn't capitalize. That has been punishing Hurricane every time. He's near stun, people. And there's the stun.
I don't think Naseem can do it. He might have to reset here, so he might do something cheeky.
Definitely going to need to. Wants the knockdown advantage. Look at the damage. Jammer just bailed. Oh my goodness! The throw! The audacity from Naseem to walk up.
And look, and he put the head. He said, job done.
That's what he said.
He's like, do I take it? Job done. He's like, do I take in my 95 card? Is that it?
Listen,
time sent out?
Listen, the audacity, the nerve of this guy to walk up to Hurricane with full V-Trigger, with full critical art, and throw him.
Look, whew. I love how brazen this man is. Like Shoryu Sanga said, they have the goal to walk up. Hurricane's one of the best players in the country. Look, you do not get away with that.
Let's just have a look at that again. So this was the first round that Hurricane took. Managed to get opened up there, yeah, but the DP, that's something we're used to seeing from Hurricane. Right, and then gets the overhead.
So audacious.
Very nice reset, very nice reset. But here, look at the health that peels off of Hurricane, but look at his bar. This is the type of player that will always DP, wake up jab. He walks up and grabs him.
I love it. Didn't care in the world. In his mind, he must have said, all right, if you're going to spend these resources, you're going to lose half my health.
Yeah, I've got my health.
All right, I can maybe take that, but I just can't get over it. Look, even Hurricane had his head in his hands. He just can't believe the fact that he just had the temerity to walk up to this man and just throw him.
Well, this is exactly what happened with Team Envyus when they came into this building and had to fight Envyus. They were very certain on themselves, and Excel are starting to learn quickly that they cannot sleep on Team Envyus. Team Envyus, what a start for you guys, eh?
Yeah. I think they're going to do this. If you asked me at the start of the season, Envyus going to do it now. We got Envyus supporters in the crowd making noise. They're 2-0 up.
If there's anyone that you want to fight anchor for your team, it's Envyus.
Well, he's the guy. He is the robot. He's the guy they wanted to avoid. And we were talking about this off things. Like, you want him to play once.
They've done very well. You make a good point there, Jammers. They've done very well only getting this guy up once. It's really on Hurricane and Brian here to pull it through, but Envyus definitely needs to get this. They don't want to go down 3-0. Leo didn't look very confident when he was coming into this. I didn't like his mentality.
He even said as well, he's like, I'm actually scared of Envyus as a player, but it's like, you can't have that show on. You can't have that show on your face. You can't have it in your body language, your facial expression. You've got to come in here. It's like, right, I've got a strong character. First to one, I may be able to nick it off this guy.
Maybe it was a bluff. Maybe.
Look, he's very good at doing that. Yeah. The Frenchmen are very good at doing that. Trust me. Take it from us.
Good at tactics. Very good at tactics. So it'll be interesting to see what character that Envyus picks. Yeah. He'll probably go for Nakali. I feel like out of all his characters, Nakali would probably be better. Or maybe Zangief. But
well, he said it's highly unlikely that Abigail will come out. The gargantuan giant will come out. So.
I wouldn't want to fight Abigail, Laura.
I don't think any of us would want to do that. Or like
no one wants to fight Laura full stop. Yeah. But I think out of the characters that he has, I think Zangief or Nakali should be the go-to picks here. Preferably Nakali for that 4-frame active stand light kick, because Laura, although everyone's wake-up's the same, I was testing out at home. For some reason, her back roll just seems later than everyone else's. Her, Ibuki,
do they have
Mika, they don't. Apparently, it's all the same. But I swear to you, it's not. I swear to you, Laura's a slightly different, man. I'm sick and tired of getting wake-up jab from that character. Gee.
Well, look, we know who to thank for that. Shouts to Afi back at home. But yeah,
here we go. We see Zangief on the screen.
He's going to pick Geef.
This is the first time he'll pick Geef in the...
No, he's picked Geef several times.
Has he? Okay.
But this particular matchup, I'm not too sure. Can't remember.
And this, of course, is what made Envyus known in Street Fighter 5, that Zangief character.
Well, it's going to be the Red Cyclone going up against the Brazilian Bonita. Envyus are 2-0 up right now.
Excel, you've got to make some noise, people. Come on.
They need to get a game.
They need it. Come on, Excel.
They need to get a game. All right, here we go. And there's that so poised face.
The robot's in.
Envyus right now.
Logged into the network. Here we go. The crowd are making noise.
Remember, these guys, both these characters are grapplers. Zangief has slightly more vitality than Laura, but the damage output of both these characters is scary. When they both get V-trigger, you're in for one hell of a ride. Watch out. All right, nice slow approach from both characters at the moment, but just nitpicking Envyus with those crouching jabs. They do 40 damage.
Oh, there's the stand medium kick. He gets in.
Gets a knockdown, gets a split river follow-up as well. It's a sunset wheel.
Sunset wheel. It's all going right for Envyus here.
Okay. Again, that jab is paying so much dividends right now for Envyus. I think he's taken off all the damage by the jab.
Yes.
Actually, that button is so detrimental to grapplers that are not Zangief. So you have to think about your approach very methodically here.
You can see the respect Leo is paying here to Envyus. He's got V-trigger and deciding not to go in. He's very timid here in neutral. There we go. The party starts. Again, tried to attack with a jab, but too slow from Envyus.
Okay, good jab interruption. They didn't want to block. Just went for the jab interruption.
He almost has V-trigger here.
I think Envyus might do this with the jab alone, you know.
Jammers, he's got V-trigger now.
Oh, stand hard kick there.
Here we go.
Not in range of the suction, the vacuum there from the V-trigger.
Kind of saved him. He would have been minus if he did suck him into
it. Oh, yeah.
Saving grace. There's the confirm.
What did he do?
Here's the jab into the EX, and of course, that's going to be the first round.
Yeah.
Excel stand up. Oh, my goodness. If you could see the people in the crowd, people.
Right. Envyus takes that first round there over Leo. Leo's doing so many things in trepidation. I don't like it. I really don't like it. I respect.
Yeah, you can see that he's respecting Infectious a bit too much.
Yeah, trepidation, being very tentative. He's being very respectful of the player right now.
Look at this. Infectious is at home now. You've seen his relax.
Oh, the
headbutt. Look at the damage.
He's got critical art on deck as well, so if Leo does anything that's too on block,
just randomly throw it out.
He could get in trouble.
Nice anti-air, and he's got the corner as well. Needed. Gets the overhead.
No combo. Why did you combo?
Oh my goodness, he wanted a cheeky reset.
I can't believe Infectious was so aware.
He wasn't. He was mashing like SPD, mate. He was like, look, if you're going to try and reset me.
All right, he extended the clap, just making him respect it, backing off into the corner. That might be doing Infectious a big favor.
And his V-trigger's run out now, so Infectious is not scared whatsoever. No resources for Leo.
Good jab.
Oh, the
SPD gets to set up what's going to be.
The mix-up, back grab, of course, and there we go. Infectious clutches it out. That makes it 2-1.
He clapped out respect.
Yeah, Leo clapped out respect, but I mean, I think we know that Envyus were going to lose this round versus Infectious. Well, that's how they felt anyway. It would have been amazing if we could see an upset, the robot be defeated, but...
I love it, but it's as you were saying, I guess they took a pragmatic approach about it. It's like, look, we're just going to foresee this and go through it. And it's like...
Talk to me.
All right, so he gets that round. I don't know what Leo was doing. He might have just caught him slightly walking forward to get caught by the vacuum to end up following that. But then this situation here, I'm surprised Leo didn't attempt to backdash or anything.
The grab is the best thing you could do there. A lot of people might go FBD or go for meaty, but if they're holding up,
if you can punish it,
punish it. If they backdash, you'll take that. You'll take that. But in terms of risk reward, grab every day.
Yeah, because like Shoyu Sengun was saying, regular throw in that situation, it's a case where you're not risking too much, but if the opponent does escape, it's like, well, I had a huge life anyway. I just wanted to see what you were going to do.
Yeah,
I just wanted to see what you were going to do, and he sat there and he took it and he respected it as well. I saw too much respect from Leo in that match. I'm just going to be totally honest. I saw too much respect.
Yeah, I agree with you very much so. He was just walking back and forth, not really doing anything. And I think versus Infectious, that's what he wants you to do. If you respect him too much, you still have to respect him. You can't just go crazy and jump and dash 24/7. But if you give him way too much respect, you give him time to think. And when he has time to think, he has time to download you and see what you want to do. So
probably 20 steps ahead of you.
But this is where it's going to pay dividends for Envyus. They've only managed to throw Infectious up once. So that's it. Infectious is done, XL. You're not getting him up again. You have to hammer down on Brian and Hurricane. And they can do it.
They've done it once.
They've done it many times, taken out people, but this is what you wanted to see for Envyus. The script's going according to plan.
Well, look, man, the stratagems these players come up with, it's no joke. You see how tactical these guys can get, and as we were saying before, they wanted Infectious to play once.
Brian,
you can tick that box off the list.
I feel like Cobblecogs, you know, everyone was talking about him early on in his mental game, and when he loses, he takes it hard. I feel like Brian has a bit of that. And I feel like XL really needs to, the players up there, if I was Infectious or Hurricane, I would be boosting Brian's confidence.
What better players to have than Hurricane and Infectious do it? It's been very sporadic for Brian, but let's see what it is. It's the man of the turbulent winds going up against the Brazilian Bonita. Once again, remember, Leo's just come off the back of a loss.
Yeah, so this
Brian sat there and watched it.
Very good point there. Very, very good point. But he's not going to play the same way that he played versus Infectious. He'll be way more comfortable here. He actually picked Brian.
Way more active. I believe Brian said this matchup is pretty even. I haven't actually seen much of this matchup myself.
If Laura's in your face, no matchup is even, mate. 7-3.
She's a different entity in your face.
The great backdash. Ready was Brian. Here we go. Don't doubt on this kid. He's in XL for a reason.
All right, standing at that range there. Leo doesn't want to be too close at times because he doesn't want to get hit by the crouching hard punch there.
And there it is, that crouching hard punch you're talking about. It's a very bad position for Laura, but she's activated here.
Overhead gets the clipping into the bolt charge. Perilous situation here for Rashid. That's going to be cross
and that's
into the stun.
She can kill here, can't she?
Yeah, that's dead. She's got the flip.
Please don't let this kill.
Why? What are you doing?
He wasn't going to kill Jammers.
He's done the wrong one.
Here comes Brian. Bring that up.
Wake up,
I cannot believe it.
This guy.
Put it all on the line. I respect that. Leo. Come on. You think you're going to meet me?
Mais oui.
Critical art. Say something.
All right. So he sent him a message.
Sent a message.
But he has no meter.
I love that. I love that.
He sent a message, but now Leo has no meter. So this gives Brian the chance to go in and go hard.
We'll see if he will continue going on or whether he'll think twice. Still has no meter, so he can rush down. Here comes Brian. What a round from him.
All right, here we go into the heavy spinning mixer. Gets us set up once again. and he goes to the late wake up this time.
Oh, gets the grab. Throw loops, no, the shimmy, and a perfect from Brian. They are not going out. I love that response.
I'll tell you one thing, right?
Look
When
at
when your opponent, these guys are slugging it out right now. Goes in for the meaty. He's trying to look for that throw there, Brian, but Leo's not cracking. All right, backs off once again. Get his thoughts back together.
The move,
calm down.
Brian is brilliant here.
Good block
on the overhead. Has V-trigger as well. Push to the corner.
All right, here comes the Yasar, the whirlwind.
Stay down. Very smart there from Leo, just to ignore that V-trigger completely.
Good V-skill dash forward. Goes for the split room follow-up once again. And there's the sun wheel.
Sunset wheel. Opened up again as high stun. Brian fighting out. Opened up, and there you go. 3-1 to Team Envyus.
Doing it.
Oh my goodness, look at that. You can see how much this means to these guys to be put on the back foot week after week after week. Everyone thinking, Envyus, there's no way that they're going to win here. There's no way that they're going to go through. And they are 3-1 up.
How did they do this?
Excel.
I want to find, where's Envyus' manager? What did you feed these guys? What did you feed them? I'm telling you.
Something happened halfway through the season. I mean, we did have a little bit of a discussion. Let's have a look at this replay first, and we'll talk about what happened in
to have the audacity
that
to
wake up. That wake up.
Do you know what I love? I love about the situation here is Leo woke up with super, and then Brian immediately responds like, right, no meter. I'm not messing about anymore. I'm going to respond with the perfect. And then
the throw, and then shimmy.
Shimmy. But then, how did Leo start this next round? He ran in, done an EX sunset. I love the messages these guys are sending
to each other. Yeah, very, very good point. You could definitely see both people's personalities on display. And this is why we love Street Fighter, right? The ego. It's only 1 versus 1, but you can't rely on your team, and you can't,
can't blame them. No.
I mean, it is a team format, but when you're in this, when the game starts, when the match starts, it's mono or mono. I can't even speak.
It's all on you.
But you get to see these type of ego things, like Leo gets knocked down, and he's like, "You're not hitting me. I'm gonna wake up critical art."
Look, I'm telling you.
Brian with the response with the perfect, but absolutely amazing game. We're going to take a little bit of a breather. I just want to see what Tom has thought about this final so far. Tom, mate,
talk to us.
Are you with us?
Thank you very much, Sengan. Yes, I'm still with you, Jammers. Excellent work commentating on those epic matches. Currently, it stands Envyus 3, XL1. We've been discussed the fact that we didn't expect this scoreline straight away, but if we talk about that first match, TKR versus Brian, Brian's dip in form continues, and TKR looking
well,
very
obviously
strong.
He wasn't confident going into it because he tried a different character, newer character. We know Brian likes to switch around with his characters in general. He has done since Street Fighter 5 came out. The Colin pick, why did he do that?
Why did he do that, Logan?
I just don't think he was confident in his play with Rashid throughout the event, I guess, throughout the series. And maybe he's banking on like a lack of matchup experience from TKR, but TKR didn't really care.
It could have been a case of maybe he just thought TKR wasn't familiar with Colin either.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a strange pick.
But then you sort of fast forward to matchup 4, where Brian took on Leo and got a perfect KO. Why didn't he stick with that Rashid? Because he knows he's capable of that guy. Even though he lost that round, I mean, that form is really
That's
struggling.
the issue, man. You can think too deep, you can second guess yourself. Of course, in the end, he lost both games, so that perfect round is...
I'll tell you what, me personally, I've played singles tournaments and I've played team tournaments in my career, and it's so much harder for me to play when I've got the team behind me and I know that they're dependent on me. It's much harder than just playing for myself.
It's a lot
He's
of pressure,
not really performed like we know he can in this series so far, even after this round. But let's take nothing away from his opponent.
Oh, definitely.
Conf said at the start, Leo, he delivers.
Yeah.
And even after losing to Infectious, he's gone and delivered again, hasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he got that perfect KO, Brian, there. Then Leo came back, won that. But, I mean, I tell you what, to get a perfect like that, he came out aggressive and attacking. And then the third matchup, they really just struggled.
Street Fighter 5. It's just
that's it. Is that the answer to every question?
Listen,
Street Fighter 5, mate.
It's really strange because we haven't seen that many perfects at all in the Elite. So I know we've got a bet going on whether that was the first perfect or not. I'm pretty sure it wasn't. But
now I think about it, I've lost £5 there, to be honest with you.
Cheers, mate.
No, because it was that
couple
controller
of drinks at the bar, thanks.
No, I think I'll get you one round, London.
We're so used to seeing perfects in this game because the damage output is so high and it can happen so quickly. You can get smothered and overrun with the offense in this game. One bad decision can cost you so much. So you know, getting perfected in this game is not like a massive deal.
No.
I'd expect to have seen more throughout the series.
Yeah.
Just shows you the sort of closeness of the players.
Well, definitely the level that they are competing at. I mean, even Hurricane has been fantastic in Elite Series, really strong competitor, doing very well in the versus fighting competition. He did very well in that. Had a lot of confidence, and yet Nassim Claude pulled out that vital
As I
win.
said, Hurricane's been my pick for the season MVP so far.
Yeah.
Another great pick from me. I'm on a roll.
Yeah, you're doing all right. I'll give you that, Lo.
Of terrible,
play Street Fighter
of
like
terrible picks, actually.
He's still talking about that. He's still picking it up.
My picks are appalling at the moment. So sorry, Excel. Back to you tonight.
But then Infectious came up, played the character Zangief against Laura and Leo, and saved the team.
Yeah. Very important win that. It's the only win they got so far. A 3-1 down, I believe.
Yep.
You know, I said at the start, Tom, there's no reason why Envyus can't do 6 weeks in a row. They've done 5 weeks in a row. That's nothing to sleep on. They could really steal it tonight.
This is definitely not the first matchup that we've gone into thinking Envyus haven't really got a chance to win this, and they've gone and won it convincingly. It could be again tonight. That would be, you know, crazy to see them win this. What a story that would be.
It definitely would be. I mean, we're tense down here. The audience are tense in the Gfinity Arena. I'm sure you're tense wherever you may be right now to see who's going to win this. But the question is, what is going through Excel's minds right now after such a convincing semi-final win?
I think really it's going to all come down to how Brian does in that matchup. And
well, you
there's
say that.
already a lot of pressure on him. A lot of pressure.
Isn't it Infectious TKR?
I know we've got Infectious TKR, but I would put my house on Infectious every
I'll make
time.
it 3-2. Well, I'll tell you what, listen, stick with us for the last rounds in this exciting game. Woo! So, we are in the ultimate weekend for the Gfinity Elite Series. Tomorrow, we have the CSGO final, and you won't want to miss that. And earlier, we had the final battle in Rocket League, which was between Endpoint and Epsilon. It was an immense battle that went all of the way. Here's what happened.
First goal could be so important. Ball just bounced far and down and out, but what a shot. Repix is going to tie it. Not just missing the shot, but setting up a counter for Endpoint. Looks like both teams would fancy overtime. The nerves starting to creep in, but that's a wide open net for Cheerio. And he will tie Magnus and Doomsy at the top of the scoreboard.
I mean, if we look at their entire season, it's been such an up and down time, and this is going to be yet another one. Tinny bringing into that top right-hand corner. They are just taking advantage of mistakes.
Coming in from Endpoint, they don't need another goal. They're just going to play it a little bit safe. Kissing get caught out by a rogue 50-50 like we just saw, and a fake on the goal line will let Alex161 bring Epsilon just a little bit closer to tying the game.
By a rogue shot from someone else's half.
Once again, a midfield race just not fast enough. If you are an Epsilon fan, Endpoint are beating them to the ball with consistency.
Let's not overlook the fact that Endpoint's
open
conversion rate on series has not been stellar, and Data will try and take advantage of that. The opening goal for Epsilon, and if the stat stays true, this could be the game for Epsilon. Epsilon looking strong in this game. Tinny's going to be low on boost. They almost took it for an goal, but here is Ripex, turns it into the net, and it is a pull shot.
Beautifully done.
Epsilon do hold on. A goal there would have made it a very, very cautious situation indeed. But Repex gonna pick himself up. Yet another one.
Not able to break down what is a phenomenal Endpoint midfield defense. What a strike from Cheerio. 10 seconds. This is it. Epsilon need to score. That is a great shot, but Tinny once again always in position on the backboard, and he guides it to safety, and he guides Endpoint to victory.
The destination is the Gfinity Elite Series champions.
So here they are right now to collect their trophy. It's Endpoint. Welcome back to the Elite Series Street Fighter Final. Currently, Envyus are beating Excel by 3-1. All through the show, we've been running a poll on Twitter to find out your MVP of the season, and I can reveal that your choice is, I don't know why, a drum roll, thank you very much, Logan. It's Infectious with a 40%. Right then, gentlemen, MVP.
Speaking of Devil, I'll tell you what he's got to play now. If he doesn't win, it's over. So that's going to be quite a contradicting vote.
That is a big weight on the apparent MVP. Gentlemen,
it was interesting to see some of the other names in there. Broski, of course, had a great start to the Elite Series, but kind of tailed off. Great story for him, though, coming through the Challenger Series.
Yeah.
Takamura, I think, was in there for some of his incredible play towards the start of the season. But I think, you know, for me, the two MVPs, you have to pick out of Hurricane and Infectious.
Yeah, agreed.
And what an incredible result it will be for Team Envyus if they manage to win,
of course,
tonight against this team with these two incredible players in. You know, what a great story that.
Indeed, because they didn't start winning until Game 4. But listen, here we go. We will get cracking with this final. It is 3-1. So right now, Excel need to win this. Otherwise, well, it's Envyus's final in the Street Final. I'm going to throw over to those two gentlemen who are eagerly anticipating cracking on with this. Gentlemen, what a juicy final this is. Can you see Excel coming back into it?
Well, I can.
Talk to me.
We've got Infectious. I thought he was only playing once. He's
So
coming up again, and again, this guy doesn't lose. I haven't seen him lose at all. So they've got a good.
There's a first for everything.
There's a first for everything. They're one round away, one match away from a Cinderella story, coming from the bottom and winning the Elite Series. However, when you're right near the end, when you can see the goal line,
that's when you trip up. That's what I'm just going to say. That's when you trip up right there.
This is
the thing with fighting game players. It's when they get to the end or they know they're going to beat someone that they shouldn't do, the underdog. It's like,
yeah, the heart starts racing.
The thoughts there is like,
oh my goodness,
I can do this.
I'm going to win.
Well.
And then you get stand roundhouse crash counter by Nakali into V-Trigger and you're dead.
Well, let's see.
Let's see what's going to happen.
The Ancient Warrior going up against the First Lady of Fighting Games here. Nakali versus Chun-Li.
Infectious.
Robot. See, look,
that's this TKR.
I swear, you could have a billion fans and he still wouldn't change his facial expression.
This is so necessary for Excel. I can't stress how much is on the line with this one. Envyus and Excel in the crowd are going to be on the edge of their seats as we start here.
Now, the thing is, that the one thing I do know about this matchup that stands out is Chun-Li loses to Nakali everywhere but footsies. That's it. She's got the bunch, she's got great ground control, but as soon as Nakali jumps in, or like you said, gets a crush counter,
this game
curtains for the woman.
Oh, listen, he's got V-Trigger as well. He does turn into a different character, and he's going to try and build that as fast as possible.
Remember, Infectious can be, and Nakali can be more liberal with his V skill and building V-meet up. Whereas
here from TKR.
TKR has to be very careful.
Oh my goodness! He doesn't care. Sorry to cut you off, Jammers, but TKR is going in and putting the works on Infectious.
This approach right now, he can smell victory.
He messed up his
curse. He's in.
Instant air legs.
Delayed all He might do it again.
That beat woke up Button.
He's waiting. I'm loving it. He's trying to do delayed movements here to see TKR's going to wake up. EX spinning bird kick that is fully invincible.
Oh no, the jump in. It's so...
There it is. Goal offering.
And that's going to be the first round to Infectious. Excel are going to take the lead here, and Envyus can't relax
at how much damage that generated. And this is the thing, Nakali and Infectious as well, they're so stubborn with the meat, and especially when he gets it, you don't want to do anything, and then all this guy wants to do is land critical art.
He tried to anti-air. TKR did try to anti-air, but that jump fist was too powerful there from Infectious.
I think he tried to do jump light kick as the answer, yeah.
Jump light kick, tried to meet air. Didn't work out. Definitely was grounded. Fighting back. Oh no, that's a big punish there from TKR on Infectious mistakes. Gets the double dash up into the grab.
No punish!
The light DP. He's not ready for it.
Unscathed. All right.
I like that from Infectious throwing out. 3-frame startup, and again, like you saw, if it just whiffs.
Okay. Trying to do, I think that was back hard kick there from Chun-Li. Not too sure. It was one of the two buttons, back hard kick or stand light kick.
We've seen this before. Good V reversal there from TKR to keep him there. Gets the lightning legs this time. Fights back. More pressure here from TKR. Infectious slowly fighting his way out of the corner here. Has to be careful, almost has critical art again. Gets the dash up, catch medium punch.
TKR needs to be very careful throwing out the forward medium punch to stand hard punch.
Oh, no.
All Nakali has to do is throw out stand medium punch and cancel. The critical art again, mid-drop. It's dropping. This could be big. This could be very big. TKR's going to style for these people. The combo. Oh, that was brilliant.
He's still in it.
Showboat damage? I don't think that was max damage.
Oh, and the dash up, counts medium punch, and Excel's manager stand up and give it a bit of gusto.
Do you know what he just said? I saw you this man. He said, "You're getting a raise. You're getting a raise."
Oh my goodness.
That was brilliant. TKR, unfortunate there. You know, he did start for the crowd there. I don't know if that was the optimal combo there. I'd have to double check.
He did very, very well. He was constantly in pole position to take Infectious out. As soon as he got that V-trigger, all of a sudden the beast was unleashed and he got taken out. He's not happy.
That incredulous head shake there, unwilling to believe.
Let's have a look at this replay. There was the critical heart. Worked from the first time.
He would have ended it the same way twice, but I'm not sure what happened in the second round.
It had to be the spacing. There was that punish on that critical art that he thought he had. And then the dash up, it's way too quick. You can't react to this. I believe it's like 17 frames.
No, and remember his the movement or the range of his dash increases with the V-trigger, so you're not going to be entirely ready for it. But I love the fact that although Infectious was getting hit, he was still, the plan was still in his head. It's like, well, I'm just going to wait till you're done and then finish it off. Oh, there you go.
Come on, baby.
There you go. So you get a raise.
You're getting a raise. You're getting a raise.
All right. So it's what, 3-2?
3-2. Now, what I don't like there from TKR is the fact that he, you know, stood up. He was very upset that he couldn't close it out for his team, but you're still in it. Your team still have an advantage, and you don't want to give that negative energy off to your compadres who have to take up the mantle.
You don't want to spread, but I like the expression he had there.
I like
this is the passion that fighting game players had. Even when they win, they're not happy. Even if they're in, you know, the path to victory, something happens that they're not comfortable with or they're not happy with.
His nails, Jam.
Have you look at that?
Oh my goodness, Brian.
He's threatened.
What? If there's any time that your team needs you most, it's now. Can the man from Scotland do it for his team and bring it to 3-3? Or will Nassim Claw make the Cinderella story happen?
They'll probably scrap all his bad performances if he wins.
If he wins it,
yeah, 100%. This is imperative. This is so vital for.
Make some noise, people!
Hell,
come on!
All right, here we go. Starts up, applying the pressure with the whirlwind shot. Nassim respecting the approach. First blood goes to Brian.
Good anti-air, Brian.
Good block.
With all.
Nice punish there with the spinning mixer, taking it to the corner and applying that pressure. Rashid is a very strong pressure character. Nassim.
The crouching heavy punch. We've seen Brian, when he gets his opponents to the corner, he feels at home.
Oh, in tandem they jumped.
Brian reacted first, gets the throw. This is very, very bad for Envyus, and here is that mental block.
Good block, I respect it.
He's out, and he's got Brian back into the corner. We've seen Nassim do damage here before.
Didn't this guy just leave the corner? How did he get back in? Oh, he tried to jump out. I think he tried to
open him up, and that's done. He can't kill here, surely.
He hasn't got the meter,
Has to reset.
Whoa, he tore it! He tore it!
He held up! Oh my goodness, the crowd goes mental there on their feet!
I'm telling you, in that situation, Brian had no choice but to hold out.
You would not.
He had no choice. The team should have seen that.
Well, this is it. They're right near the finish line. Nassim just wanted it over.
Regular throw, taking him close to the corner and applying that pressure to the spinning mixer.
Here comes Brian again. Okay. It's the juggle. V-reversal. Still there. Fights out. There's Nassim. Oh, no. The block. Crushed out the punish.
But a bit too anxious there. Wanted to keep control by turning it around, but he didn't take it.
The stun jammers. It's there.
It's not going down.
Be aware of it. Oh, that is so unfair.
All right. He wants to activate that V-trigger. Good.
Oh, was ready.
Covers both sides. Can't cross him up when he has that move. Shimmy!
Oh, the shimmy works.
Right.
He's got V-trigger again.
Is he going to do it? Not yet.
Oh, messes up his meaty.
All right, the Yasar comes out. Propel. Allow him to get more movement. Better movement.
Oh, the anti-air was beautiful there from Nassim. Just avoided the V-trigger. He is still in this.
Good trade.
I think I'll try to do it again. Oh, the meaty! Brian takes it for the lads. Come on, son. And he makes it 3-3. Excel are not out of it. All of a sudden, the momentum has shifted, and you don't want to see this if you're Envyus. You don't want this feeling here. You still have a chance. You are one match away, just as XLR. Yes, you've lost some ground, but you can still win.
All in a day's work?
All in a day's work. Brian's got to go up again.
Can we get... I want to say, yes, right.
The command grab. This is what...
This situation here, a lot of you guys in the audience, you won't see this, right? Because in that situation, you need to finish your combo.
Yeah.
You have to think, right, he's just holding up. He's not going to do anything else.
I agree with the reset there, Janis. I have to disagree a bit there. I agree with Nassim's thought process to reset. But like we saw with Infectious, you always grab. We said this is why Infectious did back grab in case people are neutral jumping. If he did a throw, he could have seen it and could have anti-aired, but he got a bit greedy there with that command grab.
That was very, greedy. I'm telling you what, and that might be the turning point for his team.
Oh my goodness,
that
listen to this.
Was very costly.
The crowd are chanting for Excel here.
You know what? I don't hear Comps or Joker.
They are silent. We've still got some Envyus fans.
I don't hear Envyus.
We've got some Envyus fans in the crowd giving it a bit of a shout, but yeah, when the camera went onto Comps and Joker's face, they just looked distraught.
Look, or you can tell, look, they're just down in the dumps. And what you have to remember as well about the FGC guys is our facial expressions change at the drop of a hat. 1 minute we're at the top of the world, and the next we're 6 feet under.
If TKR manages to beat Hurricane here, the pop-off is going to be amazing. However, this is Logan's pick, and rightly so. This is Logan's pick for the series.
Logan's probably going to jump out of his chair.
He probably will, but I think it's for good reason. Hurricane comes in and does his job.
No, I'll tell you what, because remember when we had the WSO, who saved Logan? It was Hurricane.
It was Hurricane.
It was Hurricane.
Yeah.
He might do it again.
Do it again.
Tell you what, if anyone's going to save Logan's ass in situations like this, it's going to be Hurricane.
Gonna be Hurricane.
Oh, wait.
Hold on a minute.
Wait.
You guys can't see
this
don't
at home.
do that. You guys can't see this
Okay, now he's playing.
TKR went over to Abigail, a little bit of
mind games
talk there, mind games with Hurricane, and he's looking at TKR just thinking, are you sure?
Well, I want to put you on the spot right now. Call it. Who's going to do it?
The Cinderella story. Come on, I've got to go with Envyus.
All right, I'm going to go against him. Do the standard procedure. Excel might walk away with this. Cammy versus Chun-Li, and I'll give you
the whole.
They're going nuts.
Excel mostly in the crowd. I've never seen this before.
I'll give you a fun fact.
Oh my goodness, crash counter sweep out of nowhere.
All right.
The nerves in this match are going
execution blunder there from Hurricane.
That's what I'm saying. The nerves are going to be through the roof.
Money's on the line. This is a money match by the two players right now. And he backs off. Good shimmy there from Hurricane.
Hurricane in the stun. Here he goes. Just goes to work. The Hitman Hurricane. This is why he's in Team Excel.
Good job. Stayed in front as well. Interesting.
Fights back, does Hurricane. He was minus there. The goal on this guy to press jab.
Well, you got to love about Hurricane, man.
Oh, and the reactions there. Look at that. 1 round away from making Excel the champions of the Elite Series. Can he do it, Jammers?
Gfinity Elite Series point here for Team Excel. Hurricane applying the pressure with the buttons once again. Good punish there with a stand hard punch.
Goes to the throw. Has the corner position, Jammers. What a regular.
I think he wanted to do EX, but he might have pressed the button a bit early. The juggle. He didn't follow up. He could have followed up there.
Maybe he didn't want to. Maybe trying to reserve his meter, but trying to anti-air is getting killed here.
Very bleak here for TKR. Can he get a clean beat activation?
That activation.
To the corner.
Has critical art as well. DP maybe.
Chase down. That would have been it. That would have been it.
The juggle! And TKR put it back! Here we go!
They're going nuts. You see the crowd. They're coming out their seats. They're coming over to our demos. Oh, did you see that face on TKR? Please tell me you saw that face. Oh my God.
I'm going to pass out. I'm going to pass out. How has this gone down to the last round?
Hurricane first.
Here we go.
Good reaction there from TKR. Hurricane's got critical art on deck. He might try to style this round. Let's see.
The neutral jump was scouted out.
All right, here we go.
Needs to batten down the hatches here.
But he needs to be careful because Hurricane's got stand hard punch on deck.
Oh no, the jumping. There's the critical art.
She's not dead. She's not dead. She's not dead. The Hurricane is in a very advantageous position. Let's see what it's going to be.
Oh, yeah, spinning bird kick. I can't believe it. He still has feet trigger, Jammers. Opened up, and Team Excel have done it. Hurricane turns up. Look at it.
Have you ever seen him do that? And look, the manager's run out of the seat. Ladies and
gentlemen, your Gfinity Elite Series. There's the team management there. They have come out of their seat and done it for their boys. Envyus, you can't be upset. You've come from the bottom of the hill and made it to second place. But that's
an achievement in its own.
It's an achievement. They can't hang their heads there. But Team Excel to come back from 3-1. Wow, 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 wow. Infectious gives their team a nod. They've all done it.
All right, you need to lift the hood up first. Otherwise it looks like a plain hoodie. Comps down in the dumps, looking so distraught.
I can't believe it. Ladies and gentlemen, give some noise up for your Gfinity Elite Series champion, Team Excel. Let's hear it.
I gotta say, man, clinical performance from the boys. All in a day's work. These are some of the strongest players you're seeing in the UK right now. They had smooth sailings all the way up to this point. I think this was their hardest match.
You've got to give it to Team Envyus. They came up fighting. And here we see TKR in that second round.
I love this follow-up. He could have done that mid-screen earlier, but he didn't.
Hurricane had the critical art. Look how that health deficit, that was just from that super. And managed to interrupt there and get the win for his team.
Look, you see, it's Infect saying, you didn't do this at this situation.
He's already talking to them. He's already given the critiques, but Jammers, it's been an absolute pleasure, mate.
Gourmet games, scintillating performances, clinical ones at that as well.
I think there's nothing else to do than to throw it over to our analysts.
Talk to us, boys.
Talk to us.
Thank you very much. Wow, what can you say? What can you say after that? I mean, Sengan and Jammers did the best they could there. That was epic. It came down to the last fight. What a final that was.
I was so happy to see Brian come through and we go to that final game because I said it was all going to come down to him, and then he stepped up to the plate, he delivered. And my MVP, Hurricane,
oh, here we go.
Business.
Indeed, he's quite right to be excited about it. Hurricane did the business. This place went off. You got a feel for the runners-up, but I tell you what, how good will Infectious and Brian be feeling after he kept them in that
I'll tell you
life?
what, before we even get to Infectious and the XL team, who obviously are deserved champions, I just want to give a big shout out and a round of applause to Envyus, who took this to the final game. Yeah. Everyone wrote them off. It went right down to the final game. A big shout out, Envyus.
I'll tell you what. Well, listen, it's official. XL have won the Elite Series Street Fighter Final. So let's welcome them out to collect their trophy! Gentlemen, enjoy this moment. I don't know who wants to take the check. Hurricane, you took it, but Brian as well. Congratulations, gentlemen. Brian, held in for that. You must be feeling on top of the world right now.
Yeah, pressure was on, but I mean, just need to forget about it and take it one game at a time.
Yeah, indeed. Now, I don't know how you're going to share that trophy, Infectious, but how are you feeling right now?
I'm so happy that Brian and Hurricane are my teammates because they showed their composure when the pressure was on. They kept it together and brought us to this victory. It's just well played to both of them.
Yeah, and should it have been as tense as it was? Because this place was loving it. The Gfinity, I'm sure everyone watching it, wherever they may be, feel like you left it and they were 3-1 up. You must have been feeling you were out of it.
No, what I kept repeating to them, we're still in it. We're still in it. We're still in it. And we've proven it by completing the task at hand.
Now, I'm gonna actually sit on this little trophy hat because Hurricane, the man, the man cometh the hour, cometh the man. How are you feeling, sir?
I was really, really stressed up. It was really. I have to say that, like, this was like literally the last game. I was not really expecting TKR and Nassim to be using this strategy because, as I said, we played them a lot, and they're just like really as aggressive as I am. So I tried to rush down, and it wasn't the right way for the first game. I lost. So I quickly understood what was happening and I tried to change my strategy.
Well, listen, man, congratulations. These boys are the winners of the Elite Series Street Fight Final. Enjoy this moment, gentlemen. So there you have it. They are basking in the glory right now. Gentlemen, what do you say after that? They've got the prize monies in their hand. I don't know how they're going to fold that check up, but they will do their best to cash that in. But I mean, it means so much to them. And they stayed in that match knowing that they could still do it, even though we're 3-1 down.
I just want to know when the next season starts, to be honest with you. Like, this is great. I'm having such a great time. The quality of the play has been brilliant. The tension, you know, and guys stepping up. We've had great stories, you know, players like Comp stepping through. I'm Still the Daddy, that piece last week was incredible. And, of course, Brian stepping up here in the grand finals when it finally mattered the most.
Mattered the most.
My man Hurricane stepping up and proving to me why he is the true MVP of the Elite Series.
Yeah.
You know, and just giving these players the platform. You know, players like Hurricane are not able to travel as often. They don't get to go to the international tournaments like a lot of others do. Something like this, we can play in this great arena, this incredible competition. The world is watching, not just the UK. They're watching through Twitch. They're watching all across the place. And these players are just getting to show how great they are.
Well, they're not just showing how great they are, they're showing their passion. And at 30 years this week, it seems fitting for such an amazing final like that, F-Word.
What a way to celebrate the Street Fighter anniversary. 30 years and a fantastic Gfinity Elite Series Street Fighter 5. 3v3, I must add, very unique final to top it off. I really enjoyed that. The crowd was awesome. The teams were fantastic. It's a shame it's over for now, really. That's the only sad thing about it.
It is a sad thing. Season 1, done. It's in the can. I'm already thinking about Season 2, but we should do, because these players are going to come back. We're going to see more pop-offs. We're going to see more action. Maybe even a bit more of Abigail and a brand new character as well, Logan.
Yeah, Manat is in the roster now as well. So it's exciting times. Want to see what that character brings to the table. Incredible characters being added all the time, and of course new players coming through in the Challenger Series as well. So who's going to be the next to step up and make a name for themselves?
Indeed. Excel, crown champions. We didn't get to chat to Envyus this time around, but they'll be feeling a little bit sad about the whole event, but be thinking, do you know what? We got to the final. We can do this going into Season 2, can't we, F-Word?
Absolutely. As this is their first loss in 6 or 7 weeks. They've been ridiculously good. And one thing they've got that a lot of the other teams don't necessarily have is strength in depth. We've seen maybe 6 or 7 players across the board from Envyus, and they've come through every time they've needed to.
Well, thank you very much, gentlemen. I have to stop you there. Logan, F-Word, an absolute pleasure. Well, there you have it. That is the end of the season. We have crowned our champion. Congratulations to Excel. We've got CSGO tomorrow, so make sure you join us and join us for Season 2. Thank you very much for watching.
Envyus takes first blood here, 1-0 up. And a perfect from Brian! They are not going out! Can't believe it, he still has